We consume more information in a single day than our ancestors did in a lifetime. You finish a 2-hour podcast, scroll through 3 newsletters, and watch an explainer video just like this one, assuming this consumption equals progress. Yet the actual output rarely changes. You log off, your screen goes dark, and your daily habits stay the same. Convert them into electrical impulses, a process that requires no deep processing to occur. Looking at the path of that data, we see it stops early. As sound enters the ear, it travels inward and settles here, in the outer layer of the conscious mind. The conscious mind excels at analysis, but it has no direct link to your physical actions. It can sort data and recognize patterns, but it lacks the biological authority to move your muscles or change your routine. Collecting facts in this analytical layer creates a false sense of mastery. You memorize a new framework and feel a rush of accomplishment, even though your external reality remains untouched. Relying on the conscious mind alone leaves you with a library of trivia, while your body continues to follow the same ingrained behavioral patterns. Moving past that mechanical loop requires a shift from hearing to true listening. True listening relies on emotional resonance. For a new idea to take hold, it needs the weight of a felt experience rather than just the cold logic of a fact. When information carries this emotional charge, it triggers a biological bypass. It skips the conscious mind's analytical filter, flowing directly into the central core. This is the subconscious mind, the seat of our emotions, which only accepts information it can feel. To move past the illusion of knowledge, an idea must penetrate this emotional engine. If the data isn't felt, it stays on the surface, where it can't drive change. This subconscious core acts as the body's true action center. It coordinates your reflexes, your automatic responses, and the habits that define your day. Inside this core sits the paradigm, a rigid internal blueprint of your self-image. Emotionally charged information fuses with this structure, shifting your internal map. This updated blueprint then sends new signals into the nervous system, prompting your body to execute new physical actions automatically. This explains why logic alone rarely breaks a habit. Sustainable behavioral change depends on this process of emotional integration within the subconscious. We can now see the full cycle of growth, entertaining an idea, absorbing it emotionally, and seeing that shift reflected in a new physical result. Executing that entire 3-step cycle is what constitutes real learning. Raw, unapplied knowledge stays inert. It is simply a collection of symbols until it is put into motion through the subconscious. For this integrated knowledge to be effective, it must be organized and directed toward a specific goal. When you combine emotional listening with a clear objective, the information transforms. It becomes the power to choose your own outcomes. By moving from passive hearing to emotional listening, you stop being a collector of data. You begin to control the internal blueprints that determine your results and your future.